It's Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, man. Welcome everyone to this Wednesday commission talks, man. It's Wednesday, man. So it's time to talk some good old wrestling, man. I got the guys, of course, with me, Brian B and Warren Marlowe. Before we get into all the good stuff, man, appreciate everyone that's about to tune in and that's tuning in. It's gonna be a great one, man. Definitely hit the like button, share it, subscribe, you guys, and definitely follow the 1130 podcast on all social media platforms, man. For real, definitely, that's gonna do us a whole big favor, man. For real, definitely subscribe to Buzzing with Marlowe podcast, and definitely make sure you subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC. All right, man. Now that's out the way, we about to get into the good stuff because I'm excited. I know the guys definitely excited. Let's bring them on, man. First and foremost, my guy Brian B, and also my guy Warren Marlowe. The commission is back, man. What's going on with you guys?
Back finally. The Rock has come back.
What? Oh man, of
Good y'all.
What's goody, man? How about Wednesday? We took a week off last week,
course.
everybody, but we
He
back
comes
here.
when I wasn't at another event. He comes when I'm at another event.
Yeah. We back at it though. How about Wednesday going though? Wrestle Talk Wednesday.
Pretty good, man. It's a little slow. You know, there's a lot going on in the world right now. It's eventful. But yeah, pretty good, man. Just kind of chilling out, trying to get me some damn food, man. I need some food, yo.
Okay.
Bro, we're
Shit,
waiting
I
on
mean,
pizza right now. Praying on the
Man,
pizza
go
guy
grocery
right
shopping. Yeah, shit. Pizza sound good right about now.
Sure do. I haven't ate nothing all day. Damn.
I'm hungry, man. I'm
now.
gonna kill some shit when I get out of here.
Oh man. All
Pizza
right,
ready.
man. Yeah. All right, man. We definitely, like I said, we was out last week. Yo, what's going on, Devin? Appreciate you stopping in the live chat. We was
What's up,
out
Dev?
last week, man. Whole lot of stuff that been going on in wrestling.
You the one,
Uh
Dad. You the one. See, I'm only doing it that way. I'm only doing it
we
this way.
we had Bad Blood this past
Well,
weekend and a whole bunch of stuff that's going down in wrestling. One thing I definitely want to give you guys thoughts on and definitely talk about too is Monday Night Raw. This past Monday Night Raw, it was the first Raw back 2 hours, man, over in a decade. So I guess a lot of fans maybe, if you came in the mid 2000s, man, you really didn't experience a 2 hour Raw. So I think most people are
mhm.
just got accustomed to it. We are creatures of habit. So, we got accustomed to that 3 hour Monday Night Raw. How did you guys feel? Did it feel like it went by too fast for you guys, or 2 hour Raws? Where's that?
I gotta be honest. I didn't watch Raw this week. I actually
Okay.
missed
I was
Raw
about
this
to say the
week.
same thing.
Yeah, I missed Raw this week. I haven't been able to catch them on shit. I've been
My
kind of
boy
busy this
close.
week. But I want to say
All right, close the
that
door.
I really wanted to I wanted Raw to stay 3 hours, man.
Can you close
I
the
know a
door?
lot of people complain and say this and say that. Oh, they just have filler and blah blah blah. What the fuck is filler? What does that even mean? That they're giving
Yeah.
different storylines. You have the opportunity to see a bunch of different storylines happen. I felt like 3 hour Raw was perfect, man. They have a stacked roster, and it's hard to pack all of that into an eventful 2 hours, man. So you have the opportunity with a 3 hour Raw to have half an hour matches. You know what I'm saying? Like, full main events, like, not just a 5 minute main event because some bullshit's gonna happen. So I without even seeing Raw, I would love it to stay 3 hours. I hope that they, stay. I want them to make SmackDown 3 hours, yo. Honestly,
Mm.
think about it. You know what I was just thinking about on this same topic, not jumping too far. Yo, SmackDown, you don't even know what the fuck is going on over there. Like I had a post I was just looking at. Yo, what's up with LA Knight? I don't even know who he's fucking fighting. He got the championship. Ever since
Yeah.
he got that championship, I ain't heard a yeah in the fucking stadium.
For
I'm
real,
just saying.
man. Yeah, he United States champion right now. Of course, he been
Mhm.
dealing with either Santos Escobar. He been dealing with Carmelo Hayes or Andrade right now. So it's kind of like he being in a loop with them three right now.
That's yeah.
And
He a afterthought. That's what sucks. Because I know Carmelo and Andrade right now they rocking, but that's because they have like 7 matches already. But I'm just saying, like, it seems
Still
like
talking about them though. That's the biggest thing. You're still
exactly,
hearing
yeah,
about them.
exactly. You're seeing them more than you seeing the champion. And I mean, everybody's arguing for a shorter Raw when you can look at SmackDown and see, hey, there's not enough time for these motherfuckers to fly. Like, the Mishin and Chelsea Green, that shit is entertaining, bro. They had a fucking
Yeah, it
dumpster
really
match. The
was.
dumpster match was entertaining. Why are we trying to make it shorter? We should be trying to keep the shit and just fill the content. I'll watch 3 hours. You'll watch 4 hours of fucking football. You can't watch 3 hours of Raw. Like, come on, be real. Like, I love
Hey,
3 hour Raw. People just
now,
bitch.
hey, look, yeah, I love the 3 hour Monday Night Raw. Okay, yeah, I love the 3 hour Monday Night Raw ever since they
Take
went
his mic
3 hours. Uh, back in 2012 on the 1000 episode. That was always my thing. But this Monday Night Raw, this past Monday, just felt like it went by too fast. Obviously, been watching
Mhm.
the 3 hour Raw for so long, and then you mentioned the
Yeah.
SmackDown going 3 hours. That was a rumor that was going around, circling around that they'd be going back to 3 hours. They'd be going to 3 hours or whatever like that. But I mean, I think you can't please fans not one bit. When they were 2 hours, went 3 hours. Oh, please, please, please go back to 2 hours. It's a long show. And now you get the Monday Night Raw, and everybody was like, what the hell was that? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you can please nobody though. But yeah, the 3 hour Raw didn't really bother me at all. Nothing really like that really bothered me.
I'm very proud that someone made that comment, but it is a fact about everything. And this is why we have long-term storytelling. That's why we have the thing about, hey, this is get you tuned into the next product, get you tuned into the next storyline, something like that. Like Brian said, he didn't watch Raw. I didn't get to watch Raw. I watched bits of it just because of social media. Um,
Mhm.
I've been basically one. I've been very open minded on this, and I think y'all have agreed to this. I could hear your debate, and I'm gonna let you hear on it, speak on it. But there's also things I let people just take a step back and realize what they're saying on when it comes to these debates. Oh, Raw is too long. We need to shorten it out. Okay, now you got it. Now it's like, oh man, they got Jey Uso. Oh man, they got this. Oh man, but they don't show nobody else. Y'all have complained about this 3 hour thing for the longest time. Now it's too short. Like it's like,
Mhm.
bro, if you're not happy, don't watch the damn thing. Like I've got to the point where it's just like, hey, these guys put their bodies on the line day in, day out. We don't need to have this where they need to go on Twitter and be like, oh man, I didn't wrestle enough. Shame on me. My neck is probably almost halfway in the stretcher by the next 6 months because I feel like I'm overdoing the matches. They're saying I'm underapproving. Like it's just like, bro, if you don't like it, don't like it. But they're doing fine. Sold out crowds, ratings are going out the roof. Wrestling has been the strongest it's been in the last 20 years, in my opinion, because
Mhm.
it's mainstream. When social media first started, everyone thought wrestling was going to die. When Vince thought, oh, backstage interviews and all that stuff was going to get produced to where people are seeing the behind the character, you thought pro wrestling was done. Any old head would have told you that because that's why they get so mad. Like, oh man, they know our secrets. Oh man, they know the behind the scenes because that's like a movie. If we know the behind the scenes of a movie, are we going to want to really watch the movie, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
You
it a
I
should.
fact
shit.
that
I
we're
would.
watching this?
If you know how a guy does a magic trick, you're still gonna watch the
Am
magic
I
show.
going to
Like,
sit through a 3 hour sequel that's a part 3 film and already know what's going to happen? Am I going to sit through and watch this and feel open minded and be like, man, wow, what ride they took me on? No, you're going to want to know every little bit. That's why they always say before a movie comes out, hey guys, no spoilers. Be courteous of the person. But we still complain. We still see these things. We still want to put dirt sheet shit out all the week. Like it's if you don't like the product, just stop watching it. We're fine. Wrestling community is fine. If you don't watch us, we're cool. Have fun.
Mhm.
I agree with you, Warren. I agree with you on most of what you said, but like just saying. I understand. People are going to talk shit regardless about anything. It doesn't matter.
Which is
That's just
fine.
the nature of the beast. But at the same time, it's just like I don't think it has so much to do as far as like the behind the scenes or anything like that. I don't think that has anything to do. I get what you mean because like back in the day, the kayfabe was like real important. People were thinking the
Mhm.
shit was real, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that the audience is way more intelligent now. Like, we know it's not real. We know it's choreography. We know it's fuck. Well, listen, not for nothing. We actually found out that it's way realer than what the fuck we thought it was. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We used to think it was those just paper chairs and then we find out that's real shit. You got real sledgehammers hitting people. But I think it's more of the nature of people were complaining because they were saying there wasn't enough quality on a 3-hour Raw. And then be real. I love this show. It is the
I
perfect.
love it. I love it.
Beer. True shit. True shit. It's coming back. It's coming back. But
oh man, that's the best comment of the night right there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
the beard.
But you have
growth of commission talks.
The content of Raw, especially Raw. We don't really talk too much about SmackDown because SmackDown ain't 3 hours. It's just one show. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But we talk about Raw because Raw was a 3-hour show. It got made into a 3-hour show, so there was a change. And then it's like it's a 3-hour show, but damn, this shit sucked. They suck, blah, blah, blah. But to be real, the last 2 months of Raw have been fucking phenomenal. So it's like,
it hasn't been star power guys either. They've been
at all.
Shit.
It's been people being able to be showcased and taking fucking opportunities, presenting opportunities, showing off new things, whether it be just backstage segments, whether it be a whole bunch of different things that we ain't never saw before. These fucking vignettes that are like cinematic quality. Like there's so much stuff that's going into this presentation. To pull an hour out at this realm of where we are, I feel like it was a mistake. But at the same time, I don't think they're doing this because they're answering the fans. I think they're doing this because they're about to move to Netflix. Because they even said this is only for the end of the year.
Yeah. So, and this was a big conversation for a long time, like
they could throw these away, give you just throw off shows and be like, hey, we're just gonna drag it out until we get to Netflix. But they're still delivering every week.
Yeah, every week.
They are. But one thing I did like very much though about the 2-hour Monday Night Raw. You didn't see besides Liv and Dom and with Raquel, besides them pulling up and leaving back out, you didn't see the Judgment Day, you didn't see Rhea Ripley, you didn't see Drew McIntyre, you didn't see a couple of people. And I think I like that, not necessarily overexposing the talent each and every week, but giving other people, mid-carders and everything like that to definitely shine on the card. The main event was definitely nice. I mean, we all knew Gunther was definitely going to win though, but the 2-hour Raw from their perspective was always difficult.
I gotta take the background off real quick. This man right here deserves his flowers. Xavier freaking Woods, man. The storytelling that he is doing right now.
We're gonna get into Xavier real fast. We're gonna get into Xavier because we got some good stuff we're gonna talk about with Xavier and stuff though. But that was like a thing that they always was trying to push though. But the network, the USA network, always wanted that 3rd hour because it brought in a lot of revenue, it brought in ratings and everything. So with WWE changing and WWE at a height that they are right now, they are going back on live events where they're cutting back on live events. They're also cutting back, Raw being, from 3 to 2 hours. So it's just, like less is more. And I think we sometimes forget about that, but I think that's mainly it though for them going back to 2 hours.
Yeah. I don't know.
TV, bro. Like,
what you guys?
I think it's cool because if you think of this
to Netflix
with that SmackDown, with the SmackDown that they did with Rock and when that last second where Cody finally slacked Rock. That made you want to tune in more because, it felt like, oh, man, they didn't get enough time for it, whatever. But now you could also do that with Raw. You could try to find some suspenseful effects. Be like, God dang it, man. I can't wait to see what's going to happen the next week or something like that. Like, we always get these things. It's like, oh, we're getting this title match. No shade against it. But with the AEW standpoint, when you get the match and it's it's just on a regular show and it's a clean finish and whatever, but there's no what's next part in that match. That's what it hurts the wrestling when it comes to a continuous TV show. But when you could get that time and you could play with it, like Brian, I guarantee you, he loves when it comes to a theatric standpoint, and he could just make you go, man, I can't wait till next Tuesday. Man, I can't wait till next Wednesday. I can't
Oh
wait till
yeah,
next
that's
Thursday.
that
It gives
suspenseful
you that
ending is always
cliffhanger effect to get to
Yeah.
the next product. Like
My
can't
man
yeah.
wait.
Maverick says, "What do you guys think? What
Oh
would
yeah.
happen when they
Mhm.
move to Netflix?" Well, we already discussed most of that. I was
Yeah.
hearing that they may add commercials to it and
Yeah,
everything,
they're
and
gonna have ads and shit in it.
Yeah, they
They're
got
yeah,
ads coming
it,
in. They
this
did
is
it
gonna
for a
be
comedy show they just did recently that was live, if I
I
remember.
believe I
yeah.
believe what WWE is doing right now, what they did with the Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns movie vignette. I call it a movie scene, and then the other movie scene like with Triple H and Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood. I think we're going to see
Mhm.
more of them
Oh yeah,
on Netflix. That's what I believe right there.
and you also got to pay attention to like the era of streaming services that we're in also, because if you
Mhm.
notice, I was actually just kind of cursing shit out a little bit a minute ago when I was watching my show. I was getting caught up on a couple shows I like, and remember, when streaming services first came out, series were coming out on these streaming
Yep.
services and stuff like that. You was getting the full fucking season. 12 episodes, 20 episodes, whatever, 5 episodes, whatever. That was the season. You watch everyone binge watching was at an all-time high. Now, what is it resorting back to? One episode a week, one episode
Yep.
every 2 weeks. You feel me? I hate it. I ain't gonna fucking
Yeah.
lie. But if you notice it, if you notice, like they're raising prices, this shit is resorting back to regular TV, bro. I got a
Mhm.
big feeling that you know
Netflix was supposed to be commercial free. That was the reason why you got
it's
it. It was
gonna
like,
be
hey,
yeah.
you could watch it commercial free, all this stuff. Now it's going
Streaming
back to
services, I think all
Yeah.
streaming services, unless you're paying like for like the exclusive package or some shit, everything is gonna be just regular TV at this point, bro.
Yeah.
Hulu,
Look,
Amazon Prime, all of
bro.
that shit is all
I
I
commercial.
just
bought I bought YouTube TV when it was 45. And I used to tell people like, bro, you can get YouTube TV $45. It's got
yeah,
DVR, all this. Not
yeah.
even a
That's
year
what I
later, that thing goes up to $85. I'm like,
Yeah, it's just like $120 now.
yeah.
Yes, it's for all the
uh
channels.
yeah. I
and I
seen a
only watch
commercial.
3 channels. I'm not paying all
I'm telling
that.
you,
I
I ain't
was
paying that shit.
watching the game last Thursday and I seen a commercial about how the NBA is also come. You got the
Yep.
NFL on Thursday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Prime. The NBA next year is coming over to Prime. AEW is going over to Max next year.
Max,
So
yep,
it's so
Which will be
much.
good.
Yeah, like streaming, like Brian, like you guys just said, the streaming service is really
Oh,
your new TV now.
NFL is
So
coming to the
that's
at a
CW
it.
network. Who
oh,
would have ever heard that?
see, yeah, that's crazy. But a
Yeah,
lot of things are definitely eliminating the middleman, definitely for cable and stuff. So I
exactly.
think definitely when they get the Netflix, of course, you're gonna get some commercials. You're gonna get probably a TV 14 rating though.
How much
But I
y'all
don't
think
think
it's
they're
going to
gonna
get bumped
go
up in a
too wild.
year, though? How much do you think that Netflix subscription is going to be in a year?
You know what? I use as my fiance, so I don't necessarily know how much it costs.
Well, it's about $20 now.
Yeah,
If you want like
Should
let's
the
just
about
put it in
regular
the private
$30.
chat.
regular
And
service
then
is
they
like
got
$20.
and then they add in the NFL games on there too in December, on Netflix too.
I did
So
hear about that. So
Yeah.
they are adding
yeah,
the NFL games on there.
They
yeah.
going and Netflix and all that shit. Their service is going to reach cable prices. There's no doubt
I
about
think
it.
the problem that hurt
Hmm.
Netflix for the longest time, like you just said, Brian, is they would put the whole season, the whole
Hmm.
series of that season, and like you watched it. Obviously, I'm a big Cobra Kai fan, so I would watch that whole
Oh
binge watch.
shit!
Yeah,
And now their
Netflix's
last season they
ratings
put out, they
And
when that
broke it
season
up.
and,
first
Now
comes
you
out.
got to
and the
wait
reason
fucking 5 times
Exactly,
for it to
which is
come out all
smart
the way.
because now Netflix is going to have a continuation to continue to watch. Because I only had like 3 shows that I'd watch on Netflix, The Ranch and all this. So when
You
those series
missing
were
out.
gone, I was
and
done
then
watching it. So I had no interest in watching
wh-
Netflix for the longest time. So
one
it's
of the
like,
main
go ahead.
no, good.
No, but it's like,
No,
when you have all those series at one, I felt like Netflix got hurt in the same process at the same time. Is because after you watched it, and especially if they look at a TV analyzer, how many times someone is on Netflix that week, it kind of deteriorates because after they watch that whole series of that season, what's the point of watching it again?
Man, Netflix
Like
is
yeah.
shit. If y'all ain't watching Netflix, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
Yeah,
I
I will
love
say
Netflix.
Netflix is definitely cooking now.
I
For
got
some
Netflix.
reason, they've got some shows.
I got Netflix
Got some
on
good
right
ass
now,
shows.
and Hill is on right now. Hills is on right
Thank
now. I'm
God.
Heels,
watching
yeah, I
it,
want to get into that
but
too.
the reason
Season
why
4.
Netflix changed that
Jeez.
is because you know, if you drop a whole season, they got 10 episodes. Man, it's junk good. It's trending for about a week, and then after that, it's over with.
Mhm.
You know,
Exactly.
nobody
It's
thinking about it.
gone. You don't
So
even hear
that's
about it.
why. Yeah, that's why they were starting to release like maybe 3 episodes. Then you gotta wait to the next week for the next three.
Bro,
Then the
fuck
next week
That
for the rest
That's
four.
why I encourage people
Yeah,
to watch Cobra
I
Kai
like it
because they
though.
gave you a
I
cliffhanger
hate it.
after after each season finale. You would think you already knew what was going to happen, but then they just does something else that makes you go,
Yeah,
"Oh, now you got to wait till this next season." It's like, gosh, dang it, bro! Like I
but
thought
that's
I had this figured out.
yeah, but that's why, like, I mean, literally, we're just like dissecting the fucking, the art of storytelling. Like, that's what it is, man. You're supposed to, grab the attention. That's what most shit does. That ending of Saw when that motherfucker got up off the floor. If you
Oh
never saw that shit
bullshit.
before, let me tell
Oh
you
my
something. That's
goodness.
just what people is you looking for that dramatic climaxing moment and shit. And wrestling is doing a really good job right now, not just with that, but I'm telling you right now, after
Everywhere.
Bad Blood, the jumping topic right here, Bad Blood was a pay-per-view that was brought back from 1997, in the
Hmm.
90s and shit. The very first one, the first Hell in a Cell match, they brought back the original Cage.
Hell
The
yeah.
storytelling that fucking DX is doing with WWE right now is phenomenal. It's fucking phenomenal. There's no I said it on the fucking
These are
TikTok.
all the things that
There's
Vince disagreed to do back then,
Bro,
and you could
there's no
tell that.
greater storyline than the fucking bloodline story. Listen, even with fucking Cobra Kai and shit, maybe I love Cobra Kai. There's no greater fucking storyline. A 5-year fucking story, bro. And I'm still at the end of Bad Blood. I'm like, oh shit,
There we go.
oh, this shit is phenomenal. And that's not the
Yeah.
only story. There's a couple of ones I'm getting fucking tired of with Damien and them, and fuck the Judgment Day shit. They need something
Which
new.
sucks.
The
They had
the
something, they
Wyatt
messed it
Six.
up.
Where these
Yeah.
motherfuckers at? Them niggas fell off.
They were they
Yo,
I
on
feel
roll?
like
Were they on roll?
whatever it
I
was
don't think
something
so.
that popped up on Monday Night Raw and said, I think we're coming for you. It was a
Whatever.
backstage vignette with Killer Cross, with Karrion Cross, and the
He's doing the work.
Miz.
He's doing the work
So
right now.
I feel like they're
He's
gonna come
good,
after the
man.
Miz or something like that though. But since you guys mentioned Bad Blood was like definitely dope, man.
Really
The
good.
match of the night for me was definitely CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
That shit was
I felt
phenomenal,
like
bro.
should have been the main event,
Is
man.
more. They
It,
didn't
it
have
was
to go
better
on
that it
top of
was
the
first,
cage.
I
They
think.
didn't have
Yeah,
to
they
do all
didn't
those
have to
things.
go out of the cage.
No.
I
The
said
one
that
thing
when
I
I
loved about it and the way that they told this story was the way to end a feud was to be
hmm
inside something that both of them will not be
Trap
the same out of.
cage match.
And
Yep.
hmm
they told that story perfect. That is what a Hell in a Cell match is for. That is what a steel cage match is for. It should be at that point. It's like, you know what? This rivalry is too big and it cannot be stopped. You have to put these two locked into something that they just got to beat the living daylights out of each other. The way
Yeah.
that they told this story, and especially how CM Punk came out of this, Andrew, like no one got hurt in this match. Well,
No, hell no.
in a mental storytelling aspect, both of them got beat the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
But it was beautiful, simple storytelling. Now, I felt bad for Drew when he got hit with that toolbox. That looked rough.
Busted his ass all the way open,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was
hmm
crazy.
Man, I was rooting for Drew McIntyre all the way though, but you
Yeah.
know, CM Punk won. He got it though. I thought like the whole matchup was definitely storytelling, like
Did they
Warren
do
just
one
said.
and one, or was it CM Punk
Uh,
was
yeah,
1-2
Drew,
out of
It was
Drew?
Drew,
1-1.
Drew won it.
Okay,
Yeah,
it
Drew
was
won it.
1-1. Okay,
Drew won it.
he
At
won with Seth
SummerSlam,
was the ref. I
and
remember that one.
CM Punk won at Bash of Berlin. But I
That's
felt
right.
like that was just an in between match because nobody showed us repent. It was just like touch all four corners though. So you
Yeah.
know, Drew McIntyre, I mean CM Punk definitely walked out of Bad Blood. I thought the matchup was totally blood. It was
It
beautiful.
was phenomenal.
I love how Drew was
That
like,
was a
"Fuck, get
great
out
show
the
opener.
referee." The referee was like, "I gotta wipe your face." I was like, "Oh fuck that!" You start hearing the fans boo because like you're in the Hell in a Cell. This rivalry has been going on for like what January, December, or such though, and you telling
Been a
me like
while.
It's been
you're
a
gonna
year.
definitely see blood, man. So yeah, the beads and everything, how they the ranch, all that, man. So I thought it was definitely phenomenal how they told that story right there.
Yeah.
One
At
thing I
Bad
did
Blood
like
though.
that the match wasn't the one thing I loved about the card itself. They didn't need so many matches on the card. Like it
See,
was perfect timing. I
see
thought for every match.
that's Triple H thing over the last year or so. You know, all matches besides
But it's
WrestleMania and
given time
SummerSlam
now. You're
has
getting
5
matches
matches.
that get great time limit,
Yeah,
and
five
you're
match
getting into a
cards.
tested standpoint. I love it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really good.
I hate
I
cards that
mean,
have way too many long matches, bro, because the way that people's perspective when they
AEW.
come into wrestling, it
yeah.
gets too much.
But also
People
the
start watching it.
storytelling dynamic that's building with these matches. It gives time for shit to dwell. It gives time for shit to build something different. The switch off, Bad Blood was phenomenal. The Hell in a Cell match was phenomenal. The only cannon fodder that I would say is fucking I'm tired of watching Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan fight. I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I really don't. It's making me not
Did
care
you
about the
think it
Judgment
helped
Day all
it
the
with
way.
Raquel getting involved?
Nope. Fuck that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think Raquel helps
I
Liv.
thought the story was nice though because
I thought the story
be-
was good, but
the
with
Yeah.
interview before
Raquel in
that,
it, it's
the
just like
interview,
Shawn Michaels and Diesel now. And
the
it's
That's
like,
that
interview.
that that's why I said it helps Liv. It wouldn't be bad, but that would build Raquel too, though.
so what's
She
it gonna
needs
Yeah.
do
it.
for
No,
Dom? That's my biggest
this
thing with that
this is
now.
this is what I was thinking though, because the interview they showed before Bad Blood where Liv Morgan was talking about how Rhea Ripley and how they were tag team partners and she turned her back on her, and of course Liv Morgan found Raquel Rodriguez.
And Raquel
They
was the
became
last tag partner. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they were
Now
a
I'm
last
saying
tag
so.
team partner. They were tag team champions like a couple of times or whatever like that. But this is what I think and it's going to happen though. It's going to fool a lot of people though. I feel like Raquel Rodriguez is going to do the same thing that Liv Morgan did to Rhea Ripley by taking
Mm,
Dominic Mysterio. Now that's what I think because Dominic Mysterio is a hot commodity right now in WWE. Like he comes
yeah,
out, he
dope.
gets heat like a motherfucker right now. So
Yeah.
I mean, just attaching him to someone like
Bro,
Look what
that
Rhea
shit
Ripley
he was
went through the
doing in
top.
that cage was
Man, come on.
hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Dom is
Hilarious.
gold, bro. Dom,
yeah.
Dom can stay in the same fucking
Dom is
storyline from the whole
literally,
way, and
in
he
my
won't be
opinion,
affected at all. It wouldn't
in my
matter. He can
opinion,
do
he
whatever he
is
wants.
like Enzo Amore, but can perform in the ring, if that makes
Mm,
sense. He could tell you a story, he can get you invested into it, he can make you get a reaction out of it, and more importantly, he has a growth when it comes to this. It's not a part as like, oh, this is the highest he's gonna get. Dom, 2 years ago, everybody goes, bro, he needs to go back to NXT. He's not ready. We're
he's
talking about
phenomenal.
Dom still to this day, 2 years later. Like
Yeah.
after he switched and turned into the
Yeah.
Judgment Day and all that, like in my
He pulled a
opinion,
lot.
the one
He,
thing that made Judgment Day so beneficial was Dom.
And
Like
Rhea. Dom
and
and
Dom and
Rhea.
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 Yep.
Yeah. But
You
but
didn't
he
know
showed
anything
everybody
really about Damian Priest. And I hate to say it, but Damian Priest
It
got
built
his
him
attention
though.
when he got that title, when he got that
Yeah.
cash in and stuff
Well,
like that.
even a little bit before that, it did. Judgment Day did just what they were supposed to do, bro. When they left
It
Edge,
got
the
them
only
all
person
relevant.
that didn't benefit was fucking Finn Balor. Let's be honest. It even benefited JD McDonough. I mean, because
Yeah.
you wouldn't know nothing about him until he joined that fucking group. JD McDonough can branch off and still go into singles, and he wouldn't be a big name by far, but he'd be a
No.
bigger name than if he
he
didn't
have a
have
big
that fucking
head.
situation. He got a big ass head. But you could see JD McDonough joining up in the tag team and running the
Big
tag team
head
division for a
McDonough.
while. It'd be fine. But
Mhm.
Finn
Yeah,
Balor's the only
man.
motherfucker who's not benefiting, in my opinion. I don't know what they doing with Finn, bro. But they need to either at this point give Finn a dominant fucking championship run to where he's a legitimate threat, or just leave him alone, bro. 'Cause I don't really know what they can do with him after this shit. Like he's got to make a difference. Damian beat
Yeah.
him damn near clean at Bad Blood. What is he gonna do? Come back as a demon? Nobody cares about that shit no more. Like
Mhm.
Finn has got to be like a serious threat, and that's what I was saying when they were leading. Remember how hot it was when we were over here talking about when fucking Damian still had the money in the bank. We were like, "Yo, Finn took the contract," and just imagine if they would have did that and created like a huge thing for Finn Balor. But instead, they went the other route and they made him scared and running from and having it. Nah, they should have made Finn going right at him. Yeah, I took your fucking. You've been fucking me around this whole time. I did that to you. But nah, they made him the scaredy cat heel. That was the wrong move, bro. They should have had fucking Finn and Damian going right at each other.
My opinion, I
That,
think Finn should have
shit
won
was
that match.
ass, man.
He should have
I
won the
think-
match at
I
Bad
think
Blood.
He
so,
should have. I
Yeah.
feel so too.
For them to continue or do anything with it, Finn had to win.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I feel the same way. It was just it was lost, bro. Even watching the match was like, oh yeah, they're fighting. It wasn't like this shit's been building for like a year, and then
That
we
should
watched
have
the
been
match.
a Shawn Michaels versus Triple
Horrible.
H type Bad Blood match, and it didn't
Yeah.
Telling you.
deliver like that.
That
For real.
matchup right there was just a little off to me, though. Like you guys
Yeah.
said, I
It wasn't
agree
even
that.
as off as much as Nia and Bailey's.
No, I can't let
Man,
you.
Billy
do
was
I
pretty
can't-
good.
That,
I like
That's what
Billy,
I'm
man.
saying.
I
Like,
think that was
you
bad.
got more
favorite-
invested to watch that match than you cared about
my
a
favorite-
friend enemy
my
type
favorite
match.
part
That
in
was
that
my
matchup was when Nia Jax ass fluffed down on the referee, and I was just cracking up
that
laughing,
was
man.
good.
And
love
then Tiffany Stratton also keeps coming
Yeah, she
down,
killing
trying
it.
to cash in.
She killing it right now.
Nia set up
amazing.
like
Oh,
Taker.
then, yeah, she set up like the Undertaker. I was going crazy. I was like, "Oh my god, this bitch set up like the
Oh,
Nia
that
is
Undertaker."
beast,
Samoan
man.
stood up right there. I was like, no, and the hair popped up and everything. I was like, yeah.
My favorite part of that match was when Nia jumped out there or Bailey jumped out that ring and that little shirt came up. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what Bailey? What you got in there? I was looking. I ain't lying.
That chant, hey, we
Yeah.
want some Bailey's gonna be back rolling around here.
Yeah, they got
Yo.
Bailey's gonna be another one. They got to figure out what they're gonna do with her, bro. I mean,
exactly.
I see. Tell me if y'all agree. I definitely see if this would be the greatest shit in the world because it would build two people at the same time. Naomi going heel turn.
Oh,
They
yeah, she
definitely
is.
building that
She
up,
is.
and it's
Yep.
gonna be Naomi and Bailey,
Yep.
which is
Did you
smart.
see?
Smartest
Did
thing
you
to
see how
do.
Naomi looked at Bianca
Because
when
Naomi's gonna be like,
oh,
some
yeah.
Bianca shit.
yeah, she was like she was choosing. I think she was choosing Bailey to win, and Bianca looked at her and was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I can see that definitely coming though down the line though. Yo, we finally got Jimmy Uso back, man. Jimmy Uso is back.
That's my boy, bro.
Man,
I fuck with
definitely-
Jimmy and Jay,
Even if he
man.
slipped in the ring, even though he slipped when he first caught in, I was like,
It's all right.
but
He
it
did his
worked.
thing
It
though.
worked. It worked.
Yeah, it definitely worked, man. I think
That's my boy, yeah.
we were waiting for Jimmy Uso to come back for a minute though, and the fact that he came back now for a minute, I didn't think they were gonna hug it out. I thought maybe something else was going to happen though, but yay, man, Jimmy back. He hugged it out with Roman Reigns. I just want to know what Jay Uso feel about this, man. I know he on Monday Night Raw doing his thing with the Intercontinental Championship and yeeting over there though, but
Jimmy gonna
Yeah,
be
man,
the
it's
glue
like-
that bring everybody back together, bro. I'm telling
You
you right
think so?
now. I feel
The
like
one,
he's the levity.
Yeah.
He's the levity of the group. He's
it
the
won't
one
be
that,
for War Games though. I don't feel
You
like
saw
it'll be
Roman.
for War Games.
you saw when Roman was like, he was like, you called the play. And when he was in the ring, he said, "Well, is that you or whatever?" And he said, "Yeah, Oos, I'm with you." And he said, "You called the play." And he said, "I called the." I think Jimmy gonna be the one that brings everybody back, and just kind of just really. I'm sorry, whether he fights his brother again, whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's going to be for War Games, but it would make the most sense for War Games. I still think Solo going to find a way back to the OG bloodline too, and Hikuleo going to join the fucking bloodline that The Rock is about to set the fuck
yeah,
up.
the Rock
It's
came
about to be
back,
a big
man.
story, bro.
Yeah, Jimmy
Bro,
Uso
I
coming
swear, I
out there.
thought you were at that event because everybody kept tagging you, and I'm like, did Brian coach
Yeah,
you?
my brother was there. My
I
brother
was like,
went.
dog,
I
I'm
wish
like,
I
of
was.
course. I had so many of my guys, some of my friends that wrestle and stuff, and they were at this show in Atlanta, and they were like, Warren, you missed it again. I was like, I know. I'm in
Yeah.
Orlando, bro, and I'm just sitting there mad looking
I was
at my phone.
supposed to go, man. Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
mad because I was literally gonna go, and then my wife and them were like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the thing in Disney
it was-
World." And I'm like, "Okay." So when we leaving Saturday,
Mm.
I was
Oh,
like,
right.
I
Yeah.
literally was about to buy that ticket, and I was like, "Oh,
it was rumors going out, like he was in Georgia or whatever like that. But I was
he
just
was
like,
he was
what?
there for that high school.
I'll take it at face value when I see it though, what's going to happen though. But of
He
course,
lives
Rocky
in
came
Georgia
out there.
too. That's the thing nobody knows. Rock lives in Georgia. He lives
Yeah.
in
Outer
a
Springs.
little bit closer to
Rock
Atlanta.
lives. Rock lives fucking. I think it's like maybe 15 minutes from me on Powder Springs Road. I live right down the street from the
Oh,
Rock.
you live
I would
like
never
near
go to his
half of
house
the
and shit, but
celebrity areas. Then.
he lives.
Yeah.
No, it's the area where he lives is not like it's not like fucking Bankhead or I'm not Bankhead, Buckhead, in Atlanta. He lives in like it's a
He's
big
got his
ass ranch.
own
He owns
spot.
like yeah, it's the
Yeah.
whole area where he lives. It's like a kind of like a farmland area, but everything else is just regular.
So
Powder Springs
weird.
ain't big.
Isn't that funny? Like when you look at a character standpoint, like when we looked at The Rock, like when as a kid, when I first knew The Rock, and then when I saw this book said Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, I'm just like, Dwayne Johnson? Like
That's his
that
name.
name
Yep.
don't fit him. Like I thought, it'd
Mm.
be a way cooler name, but Dwayne,
Yeah.
and then it was just like, yeah, man, he's like this country boy, listen to country more than rap type guy. I'm like,
Hmm.
that is not The Rock. Like it's so crazy when you look at those two type of comparisons. Like when you look at your idols, because I'm not the biggest country fan, but my diehard fandom right now is for a guy that idolizes country music and all that stuff. So it's like it's just really cool when you look at an aspect of the character and the actual person. So
Yeah.
like you said, he lives on like a farm. Who would ever thought
Hmm.
the
Big ass
biggest
house.
Hollywood
Yeah, he
actor
got a
guy
giant fucking house.
loves a farm life more than a big lavish Hollywood lifestyle? Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
unreal.
And that's
Hey,
just
you
one of his
guys.
houses, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's one of them. I know he has
Yeah.
one in LA. He did have one in Miami. I'm not sure if he still has that one.
Well, you
Motherfucker
said
probably
three,
got
two, 3, 2, 1. What do you guys mean about that? Look, I don't know nothing about Rocky houses though, so you
I
guys
can't
got
tell
that one.
what
I
he's
had a
what he's
picture
gonna
of
come for next
Rock's
year,
house in
honestly.
Miami because my uncle, he actually lived like two houses down from him. This is when he was married with Danny. And he and Rock would go to my uncle's gym over in Gold's Gym in Miami. So I was trying so hard to meet this guy for the longest time. And of course, they had their divorce and stuff like that when I got down there. But I actually have a picture of his old house. And like shout out to my uncle, he got that picture and stuff like that. And they were like, that was the coolest thing to me. So that's how I know he had a house in Miami. Because
Yeah,
I
that's
actually have a whole picture of it. And it's like 6 different pictures, and it's just half of the house.
Hmm. I can
yeah.
imagine.
And I was hearing maybe Solo Sokoa. It was like I don't know. I saw a video. He was like, yeah, he's part of the plan. When The Rock came out though, he did a 3, 2, 1. I thought someone was coming out when he did that or something. Something was about to happen.
Right. There was
But
nobody else coming. You got The Rock. That was enough.
no,
The
I'm just
energy
saying
in
though. But
that
he said,
crowd standpoint,
yeah, I
they
know.
didn't
But
have
he
enough
said,
energy to even say anything else or react to anything after you
yeah.
get The Rock coming out the way that
Now
they did it. It was
I get
perfect.
that. I get that. But he did the whole
And we
three,
saw
two,
your
one.
reaction too,
What's
buddy.
the whole, the countdown to that? Somebody about to come out. Something's about to happen. I don't know. Like,
Three
and then
strikes.
he just walked off. Walked off, and then had a whole backstage promo that he was, pulled. And was he here? Was he upset that Cody Rhodes is champion, or is he upset that the
That
Roman
Roman's
Reigns
teaming with
is,
Cody. That's
yeah,
probably what it's gonna lead
yeah,
to.
that's what I think is going to lead to of how this all
It'll
going
be
to definitely
interesting.
play out though. Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting though. All right, Bad Blood was definitely dope. Before we move on to Bad Blood, and I know Warren mentioned Xavier Woods, and I know we were talking about how Triple H is just booking, the 5 matches on pay-per-views, the biggest stories that's on Raw and SmackDown, make it to the shows. And you got matches like Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, who's been killing on SmackDown, having the best of 7, and all these amazing stories. Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, Lance Monster Stand. You got all these rivalries playing out on national television and everything like that, which I think is really dope, especially like the whole New Day stuff, and obviously Braun Breaker as well, and Bronson Reed. So I think that is wonderful though. All right, we're gonna move on to a cool topic though. That has been a trending topic in wrestling though. A lot of fans has been in an uproar about not having black talent on WWE's premium live events though. And I made a comment on a episode last Friday talking about the reason, or some reasons maybe why WWE haven't featured some black superstars on premium live events. Of course, you see them on Raw and SmackDown, et cetera, though. But I feel as though and of course, Triple H made a comment also that he don't see color. I think that is real funny, that he,
Stupid as fucking thing to say.
yeah,
I wish these guys would stop living with PR phrases. Stop saying dumb shit. Saying I don't see color it makes no sense. Of course you see color. You're a fucking executive. You have to see color. You got to see all of that shit. It's a difference.
Yeah, it is.
So dumb to say that.
Okay, so Brian,
Smash.
Big Smash. I'm gonna ask you, Brian. Like, what can you name 5 black superstars right now that are really besides maybe? Well, can you name 5 black superstars? That's right now that's really doing something that you will put on the premium live event because it's only 5 matches, right?
Get ready. Ready? Everybody ready? Let's go down the list. Let's go down the list. All right, Jacob Fatu. There we go. Black superstar. I don't give a fuck on anybody. Go ahead. Go argue with me. Tell me he's not. Go ahead. Roman Reigns. Go argue with me. Tell me he's not. Motherfucking Samoans. Jimmy and Jay Uso. Be real. The whole fucking bloodline. Them's us, bro.
Yeah, the bloodline is
color, brown
The
color.
Rock.
Yeah, but the bloodline is
The Rock half fucking black.
Yeah.
You want to go further? Let's go further. You got Bianca and Jade. They getting pushed to shit.
Yeah,
you got fucking Naomi. She on screen every fucking week.
She is.
You about to get the New Day put on premium live when they do their
every fucking week. I mean, y'all. I hear what y'all saying. There's nobody to push. Now, here's the real question, Dre. Give me one fucking black superstar right now who you can see in the main event picture.
None.
Okay, so why does everybody bitching? Like,
say that again. Say that again.
Give me one superstar. Here, let me ask it again. So, Warren here. Give me one an African American superstar in WWE right now, not NXT, and not anybody that you're like, oh, because I've said it a million times. There's plenty of people you can make, but you still got to build them. You can't just throw them in there.
Standpoint, who is literally delivering to be on a main event card
right now, like us, full African American, like. Right now, you can put into the thing. Not that's going to be made right now. There ain't nobody, bro, unfortunately.
No. Unfortunately. And I said this, and I want to make this comment. I want to make this comment real fast. I want to hear what you guys think on this, though. And I could be wrong or whatever. And I know a guy, he was kind of like getting on me in the comments that I made this. But I feel as though, and I think I said this though before, though, the reason that a lot of black superstars, in my opinion, the reason that a lot of black superstars were pushed was because, and it really started in 2020. It really started in 2020 when the world was in shambles. You really didn't see a whole lot of black superstars. Up until then, The Rock was the only black, Kofi Kingston maybe. He was the only, black WWE champion though. But when 2020 hit, and if you guys have seen that documentary that Vince McMahon put out, and he's talking about a lot of the stories that he put together, WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 7 with Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk Hogan. A lot of those stories were based on what was going on in reality. Hulk Hogan, he's the American hero, and Sergeant Slaughter, he's portraying Iran, and
because of Iraq and all that,
all that other stuff like that. And what I took out of it too is that Vince McMahon in 2020, when everybody was screaming Black Lives Matter and everybody was screaming, man, give black people a chance, Vince McMahon said, you know what? We need some more black people up here. And that's when we seen the explosion of, we got Bobby Lashley, he was getting pushed. You got Apollo Crews, he was getting pushed. You had so many different black people, probably besides Bianca Belair, that was getting pushed at the time, though. A lot of people that was in that mode, and I feel like it was because of what was going on. Vince McMahon kind of pushed the narrative with his superstars. It was like, well, you know what? Hey, everybody, wanted black superstars, and everybody want this and that, and that's sort of what happened though. And
Drake, you're absolutely right. You're right. Not to cut you off,
Sasha Banks. You're forgetting, and this is the thing that I gotta say on this take is you labeled Apollo Crews and stuff like that because he was doing something that made you want to continue to watch him onto the TV screen, because Apollo was actually being a character. He was being spontaneously like, wow, man, I could actually buy a t-shirt of this
Yeah,
guy,
but
maybe possibly.
Mm,
but beforehand, Apollo
When he did
Crews,
that
you know,
Nigerian gimmick, it kind of
yeah,
related to something because Aquaman
yeah,
was coming out. So it
yeah,
came out
but
to a
dumb,
relatability to make
fucking
fans
dumb.
like,
Don't
oh,
don't
care
let
about
look,
this
don't let
guy.
Warren trick y'all.
look, yeah, because
Us
I don't know
black people
nothing
ain't like
about
that bullshit
Aquaman.
either.
I don't know nothing, but
Ain't
I'm
like
just
that
saying though,
bullshit.
Apollo wasn't doing nothing until then.
He
Bobby
wasn't.
Lashley,
No, that's
I
listen,
that's
really
true.
thought when
Bobby,
Apollo was in NXT, bro, I literally looked at this guy like, I've
see,
never seen a
NXT,
talent like that, look like
NXT was a
that,
different.
and showcase
Man,
like that for a long
NXT
time.
was a different
man,
vibe, man. Everybody was blowing up in NXT, man. The fans down there, especially how NXT
I
was
really thought
just
he was going to be a
in
heavyweight champion
order.
for a long time. I
He
really
could have.
thought that
man,
when he was in
He could have.
NXT.
And I want to say, besides the women was already in a women's evolution already. So Bianca, Sasha, I feel like really doesn't. I don't want to say they don't count, but I mean, like the women's evolution was already going, in that stage, and they were blowing up. But as far as the men, though, it wasn't until MVP joined Bobby Lashley, and people gave a fuck about Bobby Lashley for real, and so many other talents, and I think that's where the world moved on, and WWE did at the same time. And of course, we don't have Vince McMahon no more. But yeah, I think it's a shitty thing for Triple H to say I don't see color when the fact that hey, come on, unless he
I
colorblind
think
or
I
something.
think
But I
that I
mean,
think the one thing is on that scenario is there's not
close
much
the
you
door.
can say onto that because of how this generation takes it. If you
Nah,
say one type of comment on some things like that, you look at it, oh, you're racist. Oh, you this. Oh, you this. Like I there it's hard to react to something like that based off of something say like on my color when it comes to something in perspective of this. Because you could only have two different lines to say. You could either say, I agree with you, or of course the most typical PR thing that everyone's gonna say is I don't see color.
that's
Because then it's
dumb.
like, oh, because I'm trying to opinionate to all type of aspects to it. The Asians, Europeans, all that type of shit.
That's you
Like
know what that is, Warren. Let me tell you.
it's
Because
a
I'm pretty.
culpability, and I know it sucks, but it's like, what else can you really say
Nah,
on the
bro.
post?
Because I feel like you as a person, even if you, I mean, I don't know how you'd react. Maybe you would just listen to your fucking, PR team or whatever. I feel like you as a person, if somebody asks you that shit, hey Warren, why you don't got a lot of black people over your house? Are you going to tell me? Are you going to sit back and say to me, I don't see color or whatever the fuck that means, or are you going to give me a real answer? Oh, either going to say I do have black people. What the fuck are you talking about? Or are you going to say, hey man, people just don't come over my fucking house. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a real answer. That's a real answer. Some bullshit phony answer where you're forcing people to make it up for you because we know it's phony and bullshit is I don't see color. That's a stupid answer. And I understand. I'm not trying to just like be unrelatable or whatever, unrealistic. Yeah, of course, this guy's in the seat. He ain't prepped for this fucking question. Or maybe that's like the best prepping he did for this question. But the problem is you have to know how to talk, man. You have to have the ability to know what's going on in your world. You are a fucking head of a company. You have to be able to be prepared for a question like this. So honestly, he should have just straight up said, "Hey, listen, we got a lot of talented, a lot of talent that we're reaching out to right now. We're building stars of all kinds." If you would have said some shit like that, I'd have been like, "Yeah, he's right. There are a lot of motherfuckers out here doing a lot of. We got Samoan family. I'd have ran it down. But we got Samoan family. We got we doing work in Japan. We doing. I'd be like, yo, you think we ain't working with color? I'm sorry you don't see it, but just sit back and wait. We got it coming. He had said that shit. I'd have been like, this motherfucker
I
on it.
agree with you on
But
that
what did he
part, but that's
say?
kind of like saying like with the Vince McMahon thing, like, oh, the allegations and stuff like that. There's only a certain answer you can ever say on these things because you can't say exactly your personal opinion or what everything
Nah,
is
why not?
because the world, bro, like this soft ass
Hey,
world, they
the
sit
world
there
right
and act
now.
like they
He said
can't.
what he said. He said what he said in the world right now. And like we said earlier about the 2 or 3 hour war, everybody's always going to talk shit. But it's always going to be more. It's always going to be more understandable when it's real. Not when it's fucking bullshit. It's gonna be understandable when it's real. When you just want to say, I don't have much to say on this topic right here, you're a fucking reporter, you're a fucking robot, you're a puppet at that point. Nobody really respects that kind of conversation. But if he came on and was on some real shit, hey, listen, I don't know what you guys are seeing. We got a lot of talent of all varieties, blah, blah, blah. You can't tell me that people are going to be like, oh, he said we got a lot of talent. Motherfuckers is going to be like, all right, that's what he said. I still don't hear no black. They might say that. I don't hear no black people, though, whatever. He kind of still dodged it. They might talk shit, but you have to respect the words that he gave, bro. I think the problem, and yo, this is going with the Diddy shit. This is going with everybody who's getting caught up in the press, fucking presidents, all of this shit. You have to be personable, bro. You have to be. If you want to sit in front of a camera and speak to people, you have to be personable. You want to just have your team write you a fuck. You have to, bro. Because, at the end of the day, at least if people are going to hate you, they're going to hate you for you. They're not going to hate you for some bullshit you putting together because they're going to hate you fucking anyway. At least if you hate me for me, you know what you're getting. You know why you love me. You know why you watch me. You know why you relate to me. But if I'm just a puppet, everybody got fucking shit that's up for debate. That's
hey man,
when I would have made a comment, my comment would have been is like, all right, if you're sitting here thinking that, list out like you said, you had Carmelo Hayes, you had all these different guys that are doing great things on Raw and SmackDown. It just when you look at Bad Blood, did it need all these other extra matches? Did it need all these extra things? Like if you're sitting here saying, hey man, we need this representation, we need this. When they get on that screen, bro, take that moment to make people go, bro, I want you on that screen. Great example, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston would have had nothing unless those fans would have done what they did on that social media. If you feel like you need that effect, man, keep that shit rolling, keep that shit rising up to getting that representation, what we need. Like, it's those things that really does drive me nuts with that shit, bro.
I just feel like, like Daniel Bryan, of course, said it, it's a legendary phrase. The fans are fickle, man. And, we complain about, and I was hearing this and I'm like, wait a minute though. I see Bianca, I see Jay Cargill, I see, I see some of these black, whether they women or not. Like, I mean, but we got to be honest about ourselves though. Like, I mean, Carmelo
Hayes, mad about that too. It's like, bro, like you damn if someone does something, damn if they do. Like, it's like
that's why I'm saying at least be real. They're gonna hate you anyway.
I agree with you.
At least if you real,
I agree with that. I agree with come out and say like, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like the way Triple H could have went out on that. I didn't get to watch the press conference, but I've seen everything that was saying about it. So it's like, yes, I agree that on certain things, but also you look at it as well as like, bro, what else can I really say on it? Because I'm a voice of a multi-million-dollar company. I'm a voice of something that took a major L because of somebody that owned this thing for over 40-something years that has a bad reckoning name on this. And we're trying to make this a different effect. We're trying to make this erase whatever public eye that everyone's got on this now. Like, I get to that perspective at the same time, but it's like, the way this world is, and like we just said, man, the fickle fan standpoint is, bro, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Like, that's where people are going to get that realization, like, hey, man, we need to change something up. Man, we need to do something on this. That's where we got Jey Uso. That's where we got all these different things. It's because you're getting a rumble effect to get these guys to tune into this product. Like, when we talk about we need black representation, what are they doing with Jey Uso right now? Jey Uso is one of the top things right now in pro wrestling. And I say it, in pro wrestling right now. Yeet is the most trended word, I think, when it comes outside of wrestling at some point.
Hey, is it, man?
Like,
all right. Here's a better argument for this. Just set us up just a little bit more. Here's a better argument for this. We've went over like, yo, listen, what the fuck is Triple H gonna say, right? Let's say he said what he said, whatever. But the problem that people are seeming to have is black African American wrestlers in WWE. We want to see more of them. We want to see more of them getting pushed harder, and that's what we're looking for. We all just agree. We watch this shit religiously. Fucking talk about it for the last 3 years. Listen, who would you push? There's not many. So what do you do in this situation?
Me personally, though, I mean, Carmelo Hayes is definitely one, and I would strip Montez from the Street Profits.
Please,
that's what I would do. Them are like the top two black people right there that I would like really push. I mean, like and I know you said we're not talking about NXT, but of course, Uba lost the title last night. That's my guy, Uba. Like I love him, man, but I know
I
he's
love that
definitely
dude.
he definitely like be a monster of the. It's just so many though. But I just wrestling fans just want what they want, and when they don't get it, they just upset about it. Look at
Yeah.
I've been watching this
It's just the
religiously.
thing, bro. It's like you watch the
But
product.
they aren't.
Traders.
But see, Warren, you are right, bro. You're definitely right. But it's just at the same time, bro, we don't want to just focus on that one point. Like, oh, everybody's just gonna bitch. Yeah, that is true. But if there is if there still is some truth in what people are speaking, even though they are, complaining or saying something or whatever, they're still addressing something that is real. It's not like they're on there and it's like, oh, no, this is bullshit. It's not bullshit. Like
No, it
there
ain't.
really isn't a lot of black representation right now. It's something that you can see. They're bitching about it, but it's not there. So instead of bitching about it, we can be like I'm saying, like what are some options we have? We do only have like Montez to jump in. We do only have people are saying Apollo. Come on, bro. How many fucking times you gonna try to Apollo? You try to make this motherfucker an African king, and it still ain't working. The New Day without Big E, she ain't going nowhere. We even had fucking Ron, what's his name? R-Truth. Come in here, win the titles. He fucking came, was joining the Judgment Day. He was on screen there, built his merchandise sales went up. Come on, bro. They've been killing it, but it's just we don't got nobody right now. So we need some young black stars to bring their ass to the gym and work the fuck out and get in
Yeah,
WWE so we can
and
build motherfuckers up, man.
and Big Smash like he said they you got
It
the
should
New
be a
Day,
T-shirt.
they
That's the
doing
funniest
something
thing
with them,
ever.
but it's just the fact that they're not just on a premium
They
live
not
event.
huge yet. Yeah. The
Get to
Samoans is
the
running wrestling
get
right
to
now. Let's be honest.
WWE.
The Samoans is fucking running. There's not a promotion you can see. Even with all the motherfuckers in WWE right now, they still got
Question:
motherfuckers
Do
everywhere
you
in
think
other
Trick Williams
promotions.
is going to be exceptionally huge in the main
Hell
roster
no.
as much as he is in
Fuck no.
NXT?
What did he say? What was the
No.
question?
Is Trick Williams going to be big on the main roster? I don't even think he's
Now,
big on NXT.
now
I'll be real.
I'm gonna answer that question, and it's sort of the same of what I said though before. Once these guys leave NXT, and well, now they're on the road now with the CW though.
True
But I mean,
shit, Smash.
they build up a lot of moments though. But I feel like with that, being in NXT and being in Florida every single week, you're accustomed to them same fans, them same 300, 200 fans that come every single week though. And then you take yourself out of that, you take yourself out of that picture and throw yourself on the road where you seeing thousands and thousands of new fans each and every week, and some of them may not watch NXT.
Yep.
Prime
They're
example
going to
is
see it just
Lava.
saying
Hold
WWE
on,
on the banner.
Lava Valkyria. When Lava Valkyria comes out, in NXT, the fans have did this woo woo whatever like that. Now when she comes out on Monday Night Raw or whatever, you barely hear that. So
Now no.
it's that connection that the fans have with the superstars, or the superstars have with the fans that's in Orlando, Florida. Now going up to the main roster, we seen it religiously. A lot of people come up. Now, if you're not pushed through the fucking moon, then yeah, you may not succeed though. Look at Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. They was down there
Boring.
forever, and
Bunch
now
of
look at
boring
them now.
motherfuckers. That's what it is. And
Trick,
that's the problem.
Damn,
You
you
also
think
have
they're
to have,
boring?
yo, they boring, bro. Be serious, yo. Like Dre just hit the nail on the head, bro.
I just think they're just more wrestlers. They're not really characters.
But what is that? But hey, look at Ricochet on AEW. Everybody thought he was going to be the fuck. Oh, that's where he needs. Why? Because he's fucking boring, yo. And I'm not trying to hate on these guys, bro. But I'm just saying, you have to remember, everybody hated on Vince McMahon when he said, "I don't give a fuck about wrestling." He didn't even call it wrestling. This shit is entertainment. You want to be entertained by these people. The only people, like we said, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Prove me wrong if you want to argue. Montez Ford. I want to spell this motherfucker's name on my forehead so y'all can just see his name. Montez Ford is the number one fucking guy that we need if you want a black representation. I'm talking heel, I'm talking face, I'm talking suited and booted. Hit that microphone, and every time he gets on it, you're going to anticipate his every fucking word. I'm telling you right now. If we don't get that shit, he's the only savior in WWE for black people, right? I don't
You
give a
need that
fuck what
video. You need
nobody
that
says.
video. He's our only hope.
Be real. Dave is doing phenomenal with the storytelling. Let me tell you what's gonna happen with that Xavier Woods shit. The fucking swerve is coming for real because it's gonna be Kofi that
That
fucking
shit's gonna
swap.
be
Oh
impactful.
I'm
yes,
telling
it
you right now.
is.
I'm
It
telling you right now.
is.
They're
I
telling
might
the
even
story
have her.
too
I
good
might
with
even tear
Zabe.
up, bro. Like that team has been there forever.
I'm
Like when
telling
me
you.
and Brian first met each other, we always talked about New Day this,
Mhm.
New Day that. Like Brian connected with me when he was talking about like, bro, I never thought I could like tag team like I like New Day at that time. Like they're making you like cereal and do all these things. Like they were
For
bringing
real.
positive role models. So when you see this thing,
Letting
and I
Swerve go
think the
was a
greatest
mistake.
thing that they're doing with Xavier Woods right now, where he's wearing all black, like he's told you. Like they even made a story where Kofi looked at him and was like, "Hey man, what's up with the gear? I thought we had gear that we were gonna wear. I like this look better. I like this look better." Like they're giving those little bits, like they're
Mhm.
steering away from it. That's how
Kofi
it
gonna
like makes
flip,
that
yo.
suspenseful, bro. Like it's crazy because that for the longest time I thought I even said this when I first saw the New Day. I said the only two that are going to benefit off the New Day is Kofi because of Kofi had something in the past, and Big E because Big E's the strong man guy. Like he was going to be the guy that was going to excel from the New Day thing. So when you're seeing what you're seeing with Xavier now, it's like, oh man, I can't wait till this happens. But it's also at the same time, it's like, am I really ready for that to happen? Like it's
I
going to
think
be rough.
Zave's still gonna fuck shit up. I think that the New Day split is inevitable at this point, unless they bring back Big E. I'm just saying we could all be getting
Nah,
we could all be getting
nah,
swerved
don't do
unless
it.
they
They
bring
get
him
the
back.
stem cell surgery, and I mean
I think
those.
this story, I think this story right there that you're telling with Xavier Woods trying to sort of be his
Keep
own, but
them by
Kofi
themselves.
Kingston,
Flips.
is right by his side, and the whole conflict, and the whole back and forth thing, and Xavier like, man, I want to do when he got beat by Jay Uso. And after the matchup, Braun Breaker comes in and spear Jay Uso, and the Kofi Kingston like, yo, man, we gotta go help him. Xavier was like, yo, that ain't got nothing to do
Fuck
with us.
that. Ain't got nothing to do with
Nothing to
us.
do with
Yep.
us. So he goes in and help Xavier like, ah, shit. Now he gets speared because Kofi Kingston wanted to help out. Now they backstage
Hmm.
arguing and all that bullshit. So I see it. I love the story, but to add Big E back in it, yeah, that'd be great. Or even to bring him
I
back,
say do
I
it
think
on a
it's
pre-show and make
yeah.
it to where they do like a TV special where
I
they
mean,
where
what
they
is
do
the
the
new
little
day?
talk show
What is
thing.
the what is? I mean, you can have Big E come back and try to be the peacekeeper in it, though.
That's what I'm
Or
saying. Make
be
it
the
Bro,
like an interview
peacekeeper.
if
because
Biggie
Big E's
comes
on
back
all the
and if
pre-shows
Biggie
now.
jump back in, I'm super down. Don't break the New Day up ever in life. Let them motherfuckers be a team for life.
Nah, I
So
Come
want to
for
on,
you
see.
dude.
to
To
go
see
home.
Zabe
I
and,
want to
and
see.
Big and Kofi, come
It's
on,
that
stay there
man.
forever.
That I mean, okay, yeah, that's their name, but I mean, what are they gonna do? I mean, like, what are they gonna create a trios
Revamp the
championship?
tag team. Yo,
Bro,
you
they
don't think
could
the
do
New
a
Day could
lot.
revamp the
They
tag
could
team?
do a
Yo, they would.
lot.
Come on. You know that,
Nah.
Dre. You would have to see it. Hearing
I
Biggie,
mean,
oh, Cleveland. Bro,
that's
come on, yo.
cool. That
I
is
would
cool
lose it.
though, but I'm more excited to see something new with the New Day.
I feel you.
But the question is, do you really
just
think
bring
that
them.
Xavier can excel from a singles run as much as he benefited off of the tag team?
He could be a U.S.
I
champion. He's
mean,
got enough of a
I'm
name.
not.
I think so for sure.
I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean, he could,
I
go
think he
out
could.
and do something on his own, but at the
I mean,
same
outside of
token,
wrestling,
though,
he can do so many things, like the Twitch
yeah,
thing. He
we
does
already,
the
yeah,
Yeah,
video game
he's
shit,
already an
all that.
ambassador, bro.
yeah,
Zabe is set
like,
for life, man.
But what
yeah,
I'm
He's
saying
set
he's
is,
for life.
as a wrestler, as a performer, can you see him
Yeah,
be
he's
that
got
singles
personality. He's
run
got
competitor?
character. Yeah, look
if
at
Now,
Jey
he's
yes.
Uso.
given, if
If
Now,
he's
you ever
yes.
given,
have saw fucking Jey Uso, you would have said Jimmy Uso immediately, but Jey Uso,
Yes.
they ran with it. People loved that motherfucker. He had hype. He had a lot of story too. There was a lot of backing, a lot of story that built that started when we were talking about it all the way back to when he was fighting Roman Reigns. And you saw his personality shine. You know, Zabe has personality. He's gonna make a story interesting. And
yeah,
like
he
like
is.
like Dre said, if it was something different, I definitely think Zabe can
And
fly, bro.
then Kofi Kingston. Ever since Kofi Kingston came to WWE, he's kind of he's been the baby face all the way through. So
All
For
to
the
the
way
see
most
through.
part,
Kofi
yeah.
Kingston to
So
turn
when
as a
New Day turned
heel,
heel, it was something new.
Yeah, New
Yeah,
Day's
but New
heels
Day,
was
yeah,
New Day were
yeah,
great heels.
yeah, New Day was a great heel altogether, though. Yeah, we'll be talking
Yeah.
about individually. Like Big E, he's
Hmm.
1 foot in, maybe 1 foot out, or like 9 foot
Yeah.
out, both feet out, and maybe a foot in or something like that. So we don't know what Big E. He's probably done or whatever though. But I think let's just focus on Kofi and Xavier. Xavier, the most he had was the King of the Ring, and that wasn't
Yeah.
even taken serious at that time. So, I think they can do it though.
Yeah.
I
It's
know
interesting.
Xavier Woods.
Look how much
Yeah.
we're talking about them right now because of the story dynamic that they have, which is interesting. But once again, 3 hour Raw. It was a lot. It was a lot more room to tell that fucking story. The Bronson Reed is a lot of room to tell a story with Bronson. Karrion Cross, another person that I feel should be in the fucking championship picture because Gunther in the,
Now he's
Gunther in
doing
the
just
championship.
good stuff.
This is the problem with Gunther in the championship picture is he's a dominant heel, but he's also like a dominant figure. He's not just a dominant heel. He's a big name in WWE at this point. So it's like anything that's involving Gunther, you have to have another big name to compromise, like to back it. Sami Zayn, that
Oh my
match with
God.
Sam, fuck that bullshit, bro.
Did anybody think they was gonna do Goldberg versus Gunther?
Please no, please no,
Oh, because
please
I
don't.
was like, oh my gosh.
Please don't even
Uh,
entertain that bullshit
uh,
at all,
I,
bro.
I,
Hey,
I was just
I'm for the
hoping that.
Cody and Gunther match. I'm for it.
Okay, no, I'll put you on
That'll
that
be
right
all
there.
right.
I'm all for the
Oh, yeah.
Cody.
It
I'm
was
all
good.
for the
Fuck about
Cody
that.
and Gunther match. I'm all for the Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. But this is all is like basically
With
either
Raquel, I would be
this is
okay
like
with the Liv and Nia. There's
this is like
no storytelling when you
this is
have
like the
Nia and
speed.
Liv.
The Crown Jewel Championship is like the Speed Championship. Also, like if you guys remember when they had that Crown Jewel, it was a 40-man Royal Rumble,
I
and Braun
remember.
Strowman won, and he won that title.
Or Taya
Or
Strong.
if you want to go to AEW, where they do the Owen Hart tournaments, like the tournament is great, but at the end they give him a belt and they give him a trophy. That's just like this. So it's
Oh,
just
Maddie,
like,
what up, bro?
Say hey.
eh, yo. Yeah, but the matchup is gonna be dope. Cody versus
If you guys want to see
Gunther.
my opinions on that Crown Jewel, which you will want to see, trust me, you'll want to see it. Stay tuned tonight for STR Straight Through the Ropes, 9 o'clock p.m. baby. I'm gonna be talking about that shit. Listen, bro. When I saw that fucking belt, and I'm looking at him tell his story, talking about I never like, except for the Survivor Series, at least it made sense. I never like when they do champion versus champion. What's the fucking point of having two champions? The two champions, both champions are supposed to be strong, bro. They're not supposed to. If you beat a champion, in my opinion, they're not a fucking champion anymore. I don't care if a champion beat it. He's not a champion anymore. So now you're gonna take a champion, put it in a match, and then give the champion another championship. Get the fuck out of here. Stop playing, bro.
I agree with what you're
It's
saying on that,
too
but also
much.
at the same time, they're kind of making it sound like it's hard to predict who's going to win because it's not for their titles. It's for the Crown Jewel title, which I knew for a fact when Saudi Arabia got the WWE venues. I knew, and I even told Blackheart before. I don't know if I said this on commission. I was like, they're going to have their own championship belts pretty soon. They're going to have their own titles and stuff like that.
Warren, if Gunther and Cody go in a match and Gunther pins Cody, doesn't that make Cody look weak as a champion?
That's why I think this match is going to end up. That's why I think this match is going to have so many shenanigans play into this match.
It should, bro, because it wouldn't make sense if it was easy. If somebody just goes over clean, whether it be Liv and Nia, it makes Liv is a heel and she's a sneaky heel, so it's a little easier.
Liv don't have to always win to be
the Liv and Nia one, I can see that making a little bit more sense. I mean, Liv
a little
Morgan
more
definitely,
sense.
Yeah, Liv Morgan
the
wins.
The only way Liv is going to win
wins.
Is Raquel helps or Dom helps. That's the only story.
Yeah, that too. Or Liv wins because of Tiffany Stratton. She tried to cash in again. That's definitely set right there.
That'd be great for that.
But with the Cody and Gunther one, it's like Gunther is obviously built up as strong. Cody is the same way. I see that match ending in a fucking DQ or a bunch of interference. So it's
so fucking corny.
Yeah, corny.
We didn't talk about the other thing that happened at Bad Blood, that is interesting for Cody. Interesting for Cody Rhodes. And I think that this is going to take a really good direction into long-term storytelling, as well as, really long-term storytelling or whatever, but as well as getting ready for that, inevitable Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. And that's the whole Kevin Owens shit that they did after Bad Blood. Now, the beginning of this is phenomenal because, in my opinion, to do it the way they did it and not do it on the TV show, do it like in a back scene, scenes kind of deal. It builds up anticipation because we are going to be watching something different. Finally, we're not going to be looking for the bloodline that involves Cody, because you're looking for the bloodline when it involves Cody, but we're going to be looking for KO. Like, KO, all right, tell us why you fuck Cody up. And then Cody's going to come and get involved and say, yeah, why you do this to me? Blah, blah, blah. Now they got a story. And then Randy's going to get involved. What the fuck are you guys doing? And then bam, you got a lot of. So I think this is going to be perfect for KO. This is going to be perfect for Cody. Randy's going to kind of just fall in, and then I think that's where they're going to really build him, because this is going to have to pass, and then Randy's fucking heel turn from this is going to have to be phenomenal. But I think this is perfect for Cody Rhodes. This is the best thing that I think he's had since he got back. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it's the best thing for Kevin Owens, man. I think Kevin Owens is one unutilized. I ain't gonna say underutilized, but maybe unappreciative.
I don't know
like
if it's really beneficial for everyone else, but Kevin needs this.
Kevin definitely needs.
Would say about Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn needs one thing to get him back onto somebody that really can go like, bro, I want to see Sami on TV, because I don't know, the push-pull babyface,
I mean, I could be the only one. If Sami ain't going back to the bloodline, I just want to break for Sami for a bit, though. Give me a break. Sami Zayn is wonderful. He's wonderful, but at the same time, boy, he's like the biggest underdog in the WWE right now. Where he just, he have a match, he have everybody believing that he's going to win. And he possibly could win. But I mean, like, I just chill on Sami for a minute, though. Like,
he's like that Chris Jericho. He's the Chris Jericho.
Nah, hell no. He ain't like the Chris
Jericho. I never got tired of Jericho. A lot of matches that he would win that he didn't.
Jericho always reinvented himself, though. He also had personality and a lot of charisma. I don't know. So does Sami Zayn, but not in the same way.
That's how I was about to say. You did agree to that part. Like, he has tried to recreate a character and stuff like that.
How do you guys feel about? No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was agreeing with Warren. It's like, I like Sami, but it's just like we said.
I think he's already broke that over marker. He's not going to excel from that. He
can jump back in with the bloodline. With the bloodline story, he could definitely jump back in and fuck around and have some fun with it.
Outside of the bloodline thing, in my opinion, you want him to stand out to where it's like it's just Sami Zayn, and that's not it anymore.
That's why I'm talking about Cody, Warren. See, look, you're saying the same. That's what I'm saying about Cody Rhodes, man.
Off a lot of things out of it. I mean,
Cody Rhodes been riding the bloodline, fucking tails, everything outside of the bloodline. Cody Rhodes. Here we go. Let's get it started.
In a way, he's actually made the bloodline storyline continue without Roman and stuff like that right now. So in a way, it's been him that's been actually helping that bloodline storyline, in my opinion.
That's the craziest thing you might have ever said on this show.
If you want to say that, but that's just my opinion.
Cody Rhodes has helped the bloodline. It's only
who else was going to make Solo Sikoa believable as a main guy, a main bad villain, as much as he has been right now? I didn't see it until I saw that.
Because he got the championship, though. John Cena didn't make him look strong when he took him out with all the thumbs to the.
I'm talking about after the WrestleMania thing. Solo just did not make it believable as, oh, I'm the new tribal chief. I didn't believe it for a long time.
It still ain't believable to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
I mean, he beat the shit out of Roman in Bad Blood. I'll say that. Solo made me believe in that Bad Blood match.
The team that Solo's team is what put him over. Because remember, everybody was wishy-washy about it. Even when Tamatonga and Tangaloa came, and Tangaloa was fucking up and being goofy.
Are y'all fans of them?
Tamatonga is being goofy. I like him, but Jacob Fatu just flipped it overhead. When Jacob Fatu and everything about Jacob Fatu has just completely.
I think that's why they hesitated to put Jacob in it right off the rip, because they knew Jacob
I
was going
believe
to
that.
overshadow Solo and them because, in my
I
opinion,
believe that.
Solo's not even the main villain guy right now. Like
Oh
it's
no.
Jacob. Jacob is
Yeah.
that guy,
Yeah. Jacob
and
is
I
the
Mhm.
think
man,
that's
bro.
why they hesitated to bring Jacob in for the longest time. If they put Hukalelo in, or whatever his name is
Higaleo. Yeah.
before Jacob Fatu, I feel like they could have done something with Solo to be that main guy, whatever. But with Jacob Fatu into that, I mean, there's no one else you really matter about because
But
those
Warren,
other
here,
two
let
guys.
me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. But see, this the thing. I fuck with Jacob. Jacob is good on the mic. I know this motherfucker can talk. He's got attitude. He's got everything. He's phenomenal. But if they were to switch, bro, I feel
Yeah.
like Tama Tonga. I know this might sound crazy to a lot of fucking people who probably don't know him, and I don't know him that well. I just kind of got attributed, like acquainted with his work. But
Where's the
Tama Tonga is the main guy I can see taking the position like I'm the one running this motherfucker now, and Jacob still being that just that wolf that goes after every fucking. You ain't putting them down. He's the animal that you need in your fucking posse. I think Tamatonga would sell the shit out of being the one that controls. Y'all go get him with the suit and the black gloves. Tamatonga is a fucking leader, bro. Bullet
Yeah.
Club, Tamatonga. Like, so it's going to be real interesting to see what route they go. You know, The Rock is coming here. And at some point, come on, be real. At some point, it's going to be something where, like Solo said, it's all part of the plan. I see, yeah, The Rock standing in the room. We're going to make it happen. And I think he going to stick Fatu and all of them on. Notice how Jacob Fatu, I love you, Solo. He's
I still
going
feel like
so
Rock was the
hard on it.
original tribal chief, and I think
I
that's
do
what they're
too.
going to do with that
I
Roman
think he's going
Reigns
to flip.
story.
Yep. I think they're going
Mm.
to fucking flip. The Rock
Hey,
being
man.
back is going, this shit's
Because if
about to
we want
get
to be
crazy.
honest, if you think of the storytelling that Solo always kept saying about Roman, that Roman lost, Solo has lost way more matches as the tribal chief than he did when he was the regular, the enforcer.
Listen, that's why he said he's
Mm.
pissed. He's
Yeah.
pissed. I sent y'all to do a
And
job,
I
and
feel
y'all
like
fucking
that's
up.
what Strike 3 also could be as well. It's not really referring to Roman and them.
Good point.
That's the third time Solo has lost it. He
Good
lost to
point.
Cody. He lost twice to Cody. Now he's lost his tag match. That's Strike 3.
Good fucking point. That's a good point right there.
Hey,
Yeah,
that
I
is
agree with you. I agree with you
I
actually right there.
I
I
do.
just popped
That's
up. My
something.
kid said something and
I,
it just
I, li-
popped up. My head.
I like
Nah,
that. I
that's a
definitely
really
like
good.
that. All right, to sort of wrap it up though, how you guys feel about these vignettes that been going on WWE? And I feel like it's the Lucha Brothers and the motor.
Motor City Machine Gun.
There you go,
Hey, I'll
Motor
help you
City
out,
Machine
Dre.
Guns.
The one with the things is not the Lucha Brothers. The
Okay,
one with
who
the
is it?
It's Brian's favorite tag team.
the War Raiders. They're
Who
coming
the hell is
back.
the War Raiders? Oh,
The Viking Raiders.
the Viking Raiders.
The
Oh
War Raiders.
wow.
They
Yeah,
were
they're
called
going back to
War
their old
Raiders
name.
in NXT before Vince
Oh,
changed the
okay.
name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Cool.
they're
Cool.
coming
Cool.
back as a regular name.
Spoiler alert. I don't know what
Okay.
happened, but I ain't gonna do
Brian
too
was
much
super
talking. But
excited. He was so excited to see him. So
yeah,
excited.
the new Raw, I guess they taped it already and they started showing a whole bunch of clips. So there's some shit
Yeah.
in there
Yeah. I
that'll let you
see.
know what's
Yeah.
going
Well, you
on.
also got to think TK just extended time on what's one of the Lucha Bros, Penta. They extended his time, so now Penta's still officially signed with AEW for another year.
I'm not even
because
interested in
of
the
this injury.
motherfuckers. I don't know why everybody gassing it up like they the
I'm
greatest
not.
ever. Like,
I was
fucking
one of the
Mhm.
guys that literally said they need to learn how to wrestle, and godly did I get shit on social media about. Are you kidding me? I literally said it
what are you
so
kidding
many
me?
times.
They're
I
the
said
greatest. Get the fuck
that
outta here.
shit with Young Bucks and them in that match was
Yo,
trash on
wrestling people.
AEW.
People so
Trash,
crazy.
in my
A
opinion.
guy left a comment. One of the live watch alongs I was doing. He was like, "Yo, man, I can't believe you still watch wrestling or something like that. Don't you know it's fake?" And I was like, "Okay, like really? Are we really gonna go there? Like you
Yeah.
picked the dumbest thing to say." And then he had the nerve to say, "Well, I watch death matches." I'm like, okay, all
Like,
right,
what the
man. Oh, okay, all
Hold on.
right.
You say he watches death match?
Yeah, he preferred
bro,
death
okay.
matches.
Yeah, people are
You
fucking
know,
dumb.
like get the fuck out of
Bro,
here, bro.
honestly, it used to offend me when I first got into it. Bro, like come in the ring if you think it's fake, like, but also, man, it's just laughable. And that's something that my coach and everyone has told us in the past. Like, people are going to say something to get an effect out of you, to get a reaction. It's just a matter of how well tough your skin is. So, like, I mean, it's laughable now because I've been doing it for so long, and it's just like, is that really hurting my bill, my paycheck at that night time?
And
So
also,
it's like,
it's more of a cliche thing than anything, because when
you
I
watch
feel like
sports, you watch movies, like, what's the
when
difference?
people say it, it's like people are referencing not. I don't think people are really saying it as much as like the moves and shit are fake. I think they're saying it like, oh, they don't really hate each other. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you know they know
You
who's
already
gonna
know
win.
who wins before it starts.
That's what I think they're saying it, because I don't think they're addressing. Maybe they are. I don't think they're addressing motherfuckers who was diving off of buildings and going through whatever. Like, they could be in a way, but I feel like they're doing it more because they're like, oh, The Rock doesn't really hate Stone Cold. Like, yeah, motherfucker, we know it's it's entertainment. It's programming. Like, yeah, they know who's gonna
And
win,
yet
but
they've been going on TV for how many years now? And seasons for shows that everybody watches die
it's
out
just
in
cliche
like
to say the shit, bro.
6
It
seasons.
really
Like,
Wrestling's
is.
not real. It's not real. Like, who the fuck cares? But nothing we watch is real, unless you're UFC or fucking football or something, whatever. They're playing the actual game. This is not the same
hey,
thing, bro.
I gotta get it out.
All
6-0,
right.
baby. We 6-0. Right? Oh yeah,
Hey,
Dre know what I'm talking about. We 6-0.
No, I know what you're talking about too. I've actually started watching football, man, as kind of like a hobby. I'm trying to get into it more.
Bro,
I've been
watch
watching
them
all the
Hurricanes, bro.
games too,
Watch the
as much as I
Hurricanes.
can.
yeah,
Not the Storm, but
my
watch the
Ravens, man.
team.
We the last, I think, 3 games we won by what, less than maybe 3 points or
Dre, I
something.
told you,
So,
bro. You got my buddy on
we
that team now.
Oh,
That's
and
it.
then another thing I want to say, man, growing up, born and raised here in Washington, D.C., the whole time I tried to get into football when I was young, or did get into football, and, it's always like, wherever you're from, you root for your home team. And the
Yeah.
Washington Redskins, that was what they called first before they was the Commanders. The Washington Redskins, these bums
Corny
could
ass
not win a
name.
game worth
Bro,
nothing.
I'm a
And
Jags fan. You
they won a
really
Super
want to
Bowl.
talk about
They
hard
they, they
times?
they won a Super Bowl in, I think, 1992. I was maybe like 1 or 2 or whatever like that. But hey,
I
ever
was
since
one.
then, they go 2-1, lose the rest. Go 3-0, lose the rest. But this year, and obviously, they the Commanders now. They 4-1. So I was like, oh shit, maybe they doing something over there though. But
Gonna rock the
that don't
red.
mean I'm gonna root for them though. But that's what we
You
play
wear
next
red
too.
for him at
Baltimore take
least.
on. Nah. I mean, I root for them, but if it's against Baltimore, nah, you ain't, nah. Derrick Henry gonna run your ass over, bro. It's like he's a wrestler turned right back. I mean, running back for
Mm.
real.
Ain't no wrestler, bro. Nope.
All right,
I like
man.
the
I
Giants.
won't hurt.
I've only liked the Giants because my brother's team is the Giants. I used to watch the Giants games and just root against the Giants just to piss him off. But then I wound up just liking them because I was a fucking team I was watching every week. And so now I'm trying to like, even when I started back, I was like, man, let me just pick a team. I can start fresh. I can pick anybody I want. I'm trying to, bro. It's harder because we don't have the network doesn't come out,
Yeah.
so I gotta like try to watch it however I can. But lately, I've just been watching the replays because you can go on, like, you can record it and they'll still record it on your DVR and shit like that, even if you're not in the area. So
See, I give
I'm
people
trying to
props
get
on that,
into it.
but I don't know how people do it, bro. Like, especially on a Miami Hurricane game, bro. I have to watch the game. I can't just sit there. Oh, I recorded it and I'll watch it later. Like, if
football.
I can't do that for
bro. If I
wrestling
find
or
out they
UFC.
lost,
I can't do that.
I'm not gonna sit there and watch no pre-recording on
Yeah,
sit
sport.
there and be all hyped
Yeah.
up in the game,
It's
bro. Like,
it's different. It's different from
Yeah.
like basketball or football, anything like that.
watching a
Even
sporting event, I can't watch a pre-recording though. But if I could watch, say, like, oh, you missed this great catch or whatever, if they won, yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it. But no, man, TV show is the only thing you're gonna get me to watch a DVR on.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into shows. I'm trying to get into a whole bunch more stuff, man. Just
look at
for a
your
hobby.
shirt, bro. This child's over here wearing Chucky.
Yes.
Come here,
And look at, I'm about to go
Halloween,
grab
baby.
something. Yeah, Halloween coming up. I'm about to go definitely grab some food while both of
Parent
them
of the
is
year wearing
asleep.
that, right?
Yeah, I'm
And they are
hungry, bro.
knocked out, man. For real. I'm about to get me something. Yo, man, it's been a great commission talks, man. Appreciate everyone definitely tuning in and
Special.
joining in the chat, man. Definitely make sure you go
All right, bro.
subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC and Buzzing with Marlo. Any final thoughts, you guys?
Hey man, we will not have an episode this week because of what we're going through right now. As you could tell, the internet's been coming in and out. So hopefully we're just gonna get what we're getting right now: storm, winds, whatever. Hopefully it's not gonna be super traumatizing. But my thoughts and prayers go out to all my friends and family that are in the Tampa area, Orlando.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
we're
real.
about to get. We usually joke about this. I've even said this on the podcast a couple times. We used to laugh about hurricanes, but we've avoided for the last 5 years, and we were eventually going to get hit with one. I'm a little nervous about this one. I'm not even going to lie to you because this
Yeah.
one
Stay
looks
safe, man.
really scary. This one does look a little scary.
Yeah,
Definitely
definitely stay
out
safe,
there.
man. Pay attention and don't do any. Please, people, try y'all best to not make silly decisions right now, bro. 'Cause it's really not the fucking
They tell
time
you to
for it.
leave.
Leave. Well, if you can,
Yeah,
If
you
man, because I've been
you
can.
watching
can,
a
if you
lot of
can, yeah.
shows. Yeah, if you can. People don't got no fucking money, and everybody trying to like make everybody go places. But we shit. If somebody told me to leave my house right now, I'd be like, well, nigga, am I coming to your house? I don't got no money. I ain't staying in no hotel right now.
They
But
just paid. They just paid their rent, put all the gas
I'm
money
telling
in,
you,
bought
right?
food and
That's
everything,
the
and you
only
telling
thing
me to leave?
I was
I
just
gotta
like, bro,
leave.
it's
Like
literally
shit.
around rent money time. So it's like, of
Yeah, I
course.
might as
So
well
it's
just
like,
stay here and go down with the ship. Fuck it. But
I know they
yeah,
like,
like
why this
Warren
storm
said,
couldn't come a week ago?
I'm trying to tell
I
you,
paid
right?
the rent.
It's for you pay the rent. But yeah, please everybody stay safe. I'm definitely been watching it on TikTok. I've actually been real interested in it because it's crazy time. But yeah, for me, I was off all last week. I didn't do any shows, but I'm full throttle back. If you guys don't know and you ain't seen the promos, we got the Halloween Spectacular back at it 5 years in a row. Going to be out on October 24th. So it's live. It's the first one that's going to be completely live. And listen, man, if y'all been seeing some of the shows, I'm gonna be doing some clips. I'm gonna be doing some editing work, and we got a lot of promotions that are going to be coming out within this week, leading up to it. Also, Straight to the Roast Wrestle Talk is next at 9:00 p.m. So check us out. Make sure you come back for Wrestle Talk Wednesday. We'll also have a Halloween special about spooky wrestlers and stuff like that on the 30th for STR Wrestle Talk. So that's going to be something you guys can look forward to as well. And that's it, man. That's it right now.
Hey, definitely. What's up, man? Can't wait for the Halloween special, man. That looked real
oh yeah.
spooky, man.
Last week
Gonna
of
be
He
wrestling,
crazy.
I think I'll be back
had
on
no
it for sure.
captions or nothing. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm tuning into that shit. That's
I'm,
some spooky shit, man.
I'm going all out,
Yeah.
bro.
Hey, yo, man, this definitely been a blast, man. We be definitely back at it next Wednesday, you guys, 5 p.m. Make sure you subscribe to the Beeline Entertainment LLC, the Buzzer with Marlo, and definitely you guys make sure you subscribe to the 11:30 podcast, man. Definitely hit the like button down below, comment, follow, subscribe, tell a friend about the 11:30 podcast. All right, man. It's definitely been a wonderful show. We about to head on out of here, man. Until next time, man. Be easy, be smooth. I appreciate everyone. We'll figure out who hosts the next week though. But enjoy your
And
wrestling,
guys,
man.
stay away from the baby oil. Stay away from the baby oil.
Oh yeah, there's no more
Yeah.
left.
No more wax on, wax off.
All right, you guys, man.
All right,
Until
y'all.
next time, man. Peace, man. We out, man.
Woo.